Hello there and welcome. It's 6 o'clock. We have got a brand new one-day special for you, but better than that, we have got savings galore across everything we are bringing you with this show. We are busy before we've even come to air because lots of you have already started checking out the website, and that's a good way of shopping because we have got so much to share with you. There is no way we are going to be able to cover everything during this hour. We will certainly do our best to keep you updated on things like the quantities and stock that are becoming vulnerable and more so, but it is going absolutely crazy already. Of course, we're talking AALL Create, so we know we're talking about fabulous quirky artwork, stamps with personality, stencils that you can be able to use over and over again in loads of different ways. But of course, we have got a fabulous deal for you, kind of being your one-day special with your main focus. Now, you've got two different bundles that we're going to be bringing to you in a few moments, just waiting for those details to pop up in your screen. But then we have a bumper bundle where you can get hold of both of these. So this is something that's definitely worth thinking about. And as I say, have a little look. We've got all sorts of quirky characters that are going to work alongside these. Lots of vintage looks, lots of kind of mixed media looks, loads and loads that you are going to be able to work with, and things that are going to cross-pollinate in the way that AALL Create do so well. Details are on your screen there. You are looking at a one-day special for just £37.98. Gets even better though. Freedom members, it's discounted down to £34.18. And of course, we have got our Christmas event. That means if you're placing an order for anything in this hour, even if it's a one-day special on that Freedom members discounted price, you will get a £5 credit ready for you to use tomorrow on anything. So of course, do check out the terms and conditions. We'll tell you about that as the hour progresses. But please don't expect me to demonstrate during this hour because it's AALL Create. So we've got fabulous Leonie. Can't wait to see what you got planned for us.
Boom, thank you. As you go out, I'll wait and then come in past the screen. Thank you, our lovely Hayley. Yeah, AALL Create, you need to get ahead because I know it's already been busy and we have so many beautiful stamps. Now, as Hayley said, the one-day special, it's almost like we've got tons of one-day specials, truth be known, because of the deals. And this is a set I haven't worked with, so I'm really chuffed that I can bring you stamps that I haven't used. So this is our fantastic Ocean Wonder, and then we've got the Orchid Cluster. Now, if I spin that round, have a look at that. It is by the fabulous Pupasha. Pupasha is amazing. I love her. Her work is amazing. And please check her out on Instagram because her actual crafting work is just fantastic. I love it because, as usual, it's Pupasha. So you've got that mixture of the sentiment, the wording, the different sayings, the different script in with the actual main imagery, and it's very different is this one. As you know, Pupasha brings us a lot of really unusual artwork. You've got the body there, and then of course the fish head, and it's just so realistic. You've got the shells, you've got the lovely little crab at the bottom there. The little, is that a lobster? Is it a prawn? I don't know. It'll be a prawn, won't it? It's a little prawn, is that? It's a little prawn. Hello, little prawn. So really fabulous. And the words, you are my coral reef in glowing hues. How fabulous. And then you've got be endless as the ocean and timeless as the tides. Advice from the ocean, be sure of yourself. See what she's done there. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's your first set of stamps, lots of stamps. I mean, and really different, very cool indeed. You've then got the beautiful orchids. Now, the lovely thing about these, utterly different, but obviously the way you use them, they can tie in together. And you'll notice that when you look at that, it's kind of, again, it's got the Pupasha look to it, but it looks a little bit different for Pupasha. But what you've still got, can you see the writing? She entwines the writing within her beautiful designs. I love that. I think it looks really interesting. Absolutely beautiful. Now you're saving here, especially if you're a Freedom member, £8.80, £34.18. Obviously, absolutely beautiful. Now that's I'll show you these in a second, shouldn't I? Really, but I'll show you coloured in ones first. Don't they look fabulous? They just burst into life. And look at that, because look at the detail. Phenomenal. Oh, I love these. Okay, so that's your first option, okay? Obviously, that's your saving, £34.18. Your second option now, I must admit, Oh, I love this. This is so cool. Now, we'll just take these off because I know I'll end up knocking everything over. But this is absolutely beautiful. I'll push it forward as well because I've no room. So your first one, here, look at him. Oh, man, I love this set of stamps. This is actually by the wonderful Olga. Now, this really sings to my heart because you've got so many beautiful stamps. That one at the top is phenomenal. This is the Alchemist. So you've got him there, and I mean, he's fabulous, isn't he? You know, he looks like your mad scientist. He's got all that stamp. That is seriously cool. You've got all the jars. You've got all the wonderful sort of portions. Yeah, look, this is such a cool set of stamps. Favourite. Love it. So you've got that one now in this bundle as well. Look at this, because this is fabulous. And when you look at that, isn't that different? I'll spin it round for you. Then again, this is by the mighty Olga. Look at that for cool. You've got kind of the splats there. You've got the kind of skull there, which has got that kind of dark, scary look, but it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And that background stamp is phenomenal. That one there, beautiful. Oh, I love these. These are seriously cool. Now, again, your price, £34.18 if you are a Freedom member. Can I show you these ones again? I'll just show you those two again. I mean, don't buy anything yet, though, because I've got a big bundle, which, obviously, I should have said earlier. But look at them. Isn't he fabulous? Oh, the colouring in on that one is phenomenal. Yep. So cool. I mean, that skull looks fabulous. Oh, I wish I could colour in like that. Okay, so if you want all of them, remember, it should be £34.18. £34.18 for Freedom members. However, if you want everything, so if you want the two big A4 size stamps and then the two A5 stamps, I mean, all together, I'm not sure how many stamps we've got all together. There's so many stamps on each one. Look at your price. So your savings are carried, the savings are carried over. So Freedom members, that's £17.50 carried over. You're then saving another £9.50 on top of that. So that is on top of that. Because already, I mean, those savings, incredible. And you've got your flexi. That is 3 payments, £22.16. So all those savings carried forward and then extra savings put on top. Let me show you some of the finished samples. And these have all been done by the design team, who are fabulous. That's from Debbie, and I love that. And when you look at that, just colouring in, using your beautiful background stamps, which look amazing. I'll just show you a couple because obviously there's so many incredible finished samples. Then obviously with something like this, because it is so different, there's so many things you can do with it. You will absolutely love playing with this collection. You will love it. Now, oh, let me show you that one. Because that skull, he's amazing. Look at that. I love that. Okay, if you would love to get hold of this, 562855 is your item number. Love it. There's so many beautiful finished samples. Now, we've also got, not only have we got amazing deals, but we've also got a happy hour for you. Now, this is fantastic because you've got some really cool background stamps. Please remember with the happy hour deals, these are literally available for this hour at that price. You're saving £12 there if you want to get hold of that one. I love these. I've dug a couple of these out for my my demonstration. But yeah, that is cool. That price, £12 saving for this hour. Please make sure you don't miss out on them deals. 337582 is your item number. Now, because we've got so much on the shows, we will try to mix up every single hour. We'll try to mix up what we're going to show you every single hour. And we'll obviously bring lots of stamps in. So we'll try and show you what we've got on the show. Because I know going through the website can be quite laborious. So obviously we'll try to do that as we go along. But in this hour, look at these. I mean, the detail of this stamp is phenomenal. This is beautiful. Look at that. The stunning, it's absolutely stunning, by Papasha again. And that, I adore how so refined those lines are. It's just elegant, absolutely stunning. This is a kind of stamp you literally just want to stamp and colour in. Maybe do a bit of fussy cutting and a bit of decoupage, but that is beautiful. 20% of the stock has already gone here. You are saving £10 on this bundle. The next one, man, you can so tell Bipasha's work, because when you look at that detail, that is exquisite, isn't it? Oh, I love these. That is just so cool. And again, you've got all that beautiful script hidden within the stamp. So Bipasha. Lovely, lovely detail. And then the last one, have a look at this. That is so cool. And I love him. Isn't that brilliant? Is that not the best octopus you've ever seen? You've got the octopus, you've got that beautiful, beautiful seahorse, and then the whale. You see, I find them all quite magical. You know, the seahorses are ridiculously magical. They don't look like they should be real. The octopus are so clever, and whales. I mean, they're such phenomenal creatures, aren't they? That is cool, absolutely cool. Okay, this bundle is flying. I am not surprised. It's beautiful and it's different. I mean, it's AALL Create. This is what we know and love from AALL Create. We know that we're going to get something really unique and phenomenal. They definitely are trendsetters. You definitely get other companies who've seen AALL Create stuff and been inspired, and they just and they just bring us something, just something that's either easy to work with. I mean, look at that. That is such a beautiful, beautiful image, but it's easy. But obviously, you can really get carried away because you can start layering. You can start creating some beautiful, really big designs. I mean, that is phenomenal. Yeah, I love these. Team, thank you ever so much. Kelly. That was Debbie. When I remember, I'll try and name you, gang, because I forget. Debbie was, oops, I'm dropping your cards, ladies. And then Jo Rice did that one. We've got loads of finished samples. I will put the ones you've seen at the bottom, so every time you'll see some different finished samples. If you want that, you need to be checking out your basket. That is so busy. 2 payments, £21.99. 603160. Next. Oh, this is cool. Proper love this, and I haven't used this before either, so we're well chuffed that I've got hold of these. I love my job. I love my job. I've got these to play with. I know I'm showing off, aren't I? But oh man, these are cool. So you've got, first of all, you've got your background stamps. Let me spin these round for you so you can actually see. So you've got that. I love that. I love that. That is well cool. I love this one. Look, I mean, how brilliant are these? Look at him. Hello, Mr. Crow. Hello. Hello, Mr. Crow. And look at him. He's just, I'm late. I'm very late. Oh, I just adore it. And look, I mean, how well does this go with our fabulous, you know, our one day special man with all his potions, the alchemist, done it. I mean, that absolutely goes hand in hand. Yeah, I love this collection. I'm just going to pop that there for now. Let me show you the cards that have been coloured in, because look at the detail of these. These ones are dead easy to cut out, so obviously fantastic for layering. Love that. That is such a cool stamp. Oh, easy. He goes with alchemist as well, and obviously potions. Hello, would you like some potion? Little bit of home brew. Let me just, and look at that. Oh, danger. Look, aren't they fab? Absolutely fab. Look, 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 look. He's well cool in here. Oh, I love him. Look at that. Jo Rice, and then that one's Janet. Love that Janet's done, just black and white and with glossy accents. That looks so cool. You kind of want to make like wallpaper out of that. Well, I would. I think that's ace. Okay, really like these. £32.95 is your price. You're saving £7. Just 20% of the stock has already gone. That is 825464. Remember, if you are spending over £60, you've already got your Flexi basket. Obviously, if you're getting any item that's got Flexi, you can split any other item into your Flexi. Flexi. If you are part of Hochanda Freedom, not only do you get a deal with our one-day special, but you don't pay any postage on anything. It's always worth being part of Hochanda Freedom. Now, background stamps. Background stamps are essential. You build these up, you start collecting these, and the lovely thing is they just add layers, they add texture, they add drama. Your splatters, can't get enough splatters. I mean, that is such a good stamp. So you've got your splatters. This one's a gorgeous stamp. I really like that. It's just such a good pattern builder. This one, obviously, essential, isn't it? You've got your create, your art, your draw in there, which I absolutely love. And then the last one, this is a good stamp. I really love that one because you can just use little bits out of that one. Seriously cool stamps. Now, £31.96 is your price. Again, that is busy there. That is 513890. Some more background stamps, and these again, they're all really good solid background stamps and different. I mean, I love that. See, in my life you can't have too many circles, but that's a bit different because it's more it's almost barbed wiry but with little dots on it, and I love the numbers in it. Whereas this one, I love the circles in that because it's almost like splatty, isn't it? And I really like that. And then now I've dug out the mask that goes with. I love that you've got a mask that blends with that. That is such a cool stamp as well. Now, only £11.97. You've got a £12 saving with that. That's amazing. You're absolutely saving more than you're spending. That's 273541. And then last little bundle that I'm going to talk to you about. And again, well cool, because you've got your background stamps. It almost looks like netting but doesn't, and then you've got the splats and the numbers. That one, it's got that real crackle sort of glaze look to it, which is really handy. I mean, that's just a go-to background stamp, isn't it? Your lovely flowers. This matches one of your stencils as well, which is really cool. And then the last one, I must admit, that is one of my favourites again. I love that. I like the script on the top. I think that is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, another really good saving, £16 saving more than you're spending yet again on that bundle. 690109 is your item number. Now, check the website out. It is AALL Create. We've got so many incredible designers. I mean, AALL Create have designers all around the world, and they're seriously talented. So please check your baskets out. So many beautiful, beautiful designs. And I love it when we have these big saves with AALL Create, because you know you are going to get some phenomenal deals. If you do want to see something and we haven't shown you yet, email in studio@hochanda.com. We'll have a little rummage and we'll see if we can find it and show it. Obviously, there's loads of bits we haven't shown you, like washi tape, etc. So please do have a little look, because everything's fabulous. Now, obviously, I'll try and get some at finish. You know me, I never finish one demonstration, but I'll give it a shot. So what I'm going to do first of all is use one of the one day special. I'm going to use my favourite because I absolutely adore it. I've already stamped and cut out some of these elements. So the one I want to stamp is that, because I love this. So this is just showing you how good the stamp stamps before I actually go on to do the demonstration, because it's like, you know what, let's have a little play before I actually do any work. And do you know, I'm doing it already. I'm going rummaging already. Before I even start doing anything, I'm rummaging. I promised myself I wouldn't do this, and I've just broken my whole promise, because what I thought were, right, backgrounds that you've already created, literally gone off piste. I haven't even started demonstrating, I've gone off piste. But, so, say you've already got a background that you've already started. Okay, so I love this. I love that background. I think it's really quite strong. I'm hoping I can fit my skull in there, but let's have a little look-see. And this is why I adore AALL Create stamps, because I can take that background, which I love. I think it's quite dramatic. It's got a lot of black in it, which I always love. It's like, oh, black paint. So if I put this on here, let's have a little look-see, and take my stamp. Now, what I love about these stamps, so this one is your skull. So if I pop that there, I want to see that, but then I want it to sort of drift into that background. Literally completely gone off piste, folks. This isn't what I were going to do, but it's okay. So I'm going to take black ink because obviously I want this to pop. I want it to be really strong. So I'm going to use my VersaFine Clear. I love using my VersaFine Clear because it's a really rich ink. So you get a really, really dark impression. And obviously, it's a VersaFine. When you look at that stamp, there is so much detail on that. I mean, that is stunning. Oh, I like these a lot. So now, when I stamp it, I'm using the stamping platform just in case it's not as rich as I want it. See, because I'm going on acrylic paint, not quite, and it's not even, so it's not as rich as I want it. So I want this to pop. So I'm going to go in again on the solid areas and restamp. Okay, and that's obviously the beauty of using your stamping platform. So go in again and look. You start getting, can you see, look at that eye start popping out, which I absolutely love. So you've got that. I mean, what you could do is then cut that eye out and actually decoupage that, which I think would look fabulous. So you've got him, okay, but then look, I love how, do you know, I drive myself mad because I have this idea, right? I've cut loads of bits out so I can do this and I can do that. And then literally within 3 seconds, I've gone off on a tangent. Do you know, I make work for myself. Isn't it mad? I have all these bits cut out. And then look, it's because what I want to do is build this up. The beautiful thing with this, you build it, I'm building it up on a background that already exists, but imagine then bringing in other elements. So I'm going to bring this here. Look, I'll bring that there like that. So all I'm doing is building up on a pre-existing background. I adore doing this because these stamps work. You know, on a background like this, you can see it. You can see that all these elements will layer beautifully. If you want anything to pop even more, then obviously you cut it out and you put it over the top. As soon as you put it over the top, it brings it out.
Yeah.
Done it just.
Really does.
The other thing, obviously, that's amazing with these stamps, and I will pop another one. I'm popping another one in because I have to use this stamp. I just love, love, love that stamp. That is so cool. At the minute, I'm only using that one set of stamps, and that is your one-day special. It's such a seriously cool one-day special. I'm going to have it layering like this.
10% of this Alchemist one has gone.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised really either. And it's nice as well because you've got different sizes of stamps within that stamp plate.
Yeah, honestly, this is one of those that it's like, oh my gosh, it's just phenomenal. I'm changing to blue. Oh, I love that stamp because it's got the moons, a different waning of the moon, and all your different sort of...
your innies and your outie moons.
My innies and my outie moons.
I don't know which one's waxing and which one's waning.
Me neither. Who's the win? But I look at that. See, already you start building up, and you see you've got your gorgeous light bulb. So you can actually then take your light bulb again if you want it to pop. Yeah. You bring your light bulb on there, or you have one light bulb in the back. You bring another one at the front there. How cool does that look? And that is just a couple of stamps.
Yeah, it just shows you.
It's all about that background.
Yeah, it is as well.
Right, I will. This is just me playing. Shall I pop that away?
We're going to start demonstrating in a minute.
Isn't that ridiculous?
I love it. She gets so distracted. It's amazing.
So distracted.
Now, I'm going to distract you guys for a moment because you have found this stamp, and I don't blame you adding this one into your basket. It's a big stamp, but of course we know from AALL Create not to be afraid of those big stamps. It's an A4 stamp plate, but look at the price on your screen. You have got a saving of this one, bringing it down to £18.99. Now, of course, at £24.99, we will have seen this previously, and lots of you will have taken advantage of these. So it is one of those ones that, yes, you may well have already taken advantage of. But sometimes what happens is, because if it's a larger stamp and obviously the larger price point, we kind of have to have a think about it more so. But this is almost like a collection of stamps within an A4 plate, because you don't have to use it in its entirety. You'll often see Leonie or see Abs do this when they actually come with these larger stamps and just stamp out certain areas. So it could be that you're just inking up the butterfly using the butterfly, but have you noticed the bottom part of the butterfly there having the clock face, which is why when you've got the clock face over here, that is tying that in. Obviously the circular motion that you've got down at the bottom here is being echoed up at the top here. The script, the kind of ledger book effect that you've got there, little sentiments just tucked away like time flies. Really, really clever construction of these, and it can take layer upon layer for these actual stamps to come to fruition. But of course when you're stamping them out, you'll see those different elements, and of course you can spotlight certain elements, you can highlight them, you can decoupage them. I mean, seeing that from that demonstration from Leonie just there just showed you how incredible it can be to really kind of draw the eye into a particular area with regards to these ones. Now this has proved to be a popular one. You're saving £6 on this one, looking at £18.99, 815790. One thing I will ask my producer Katie, we've got extended delivery on this one. Is this across the board or is it just this particular one? Fair enough. So it's just this particular one. It's extended delivery of 7 days, but to be honest, it is worth every one of those days' wait, because when you get it back, you will use this in so many ways. Maybe as a complete background, maybe then stamping out certain elements and kind of highlighting, picking out the areas. You are going to gain so much interest from this one stamp alone. It is phenomenal. You are loving this one. And of course, it's going to coordinate with many other things that we see from AALL Create, because that's what they do. Cross-pollinating to perfection. Absolutely beautiful. So if you fancy this one, then there you go. The details are there on your screen there. £18.99. Now, I've got to show you another one, which is called the Voyager, which is an A5 stamp plate. It's going to be interesting if I manage to keep up with this, because these are flying out. Now, this is an A5 stamp plate, but what you've got within this one is a series of different stamps. Absolutely beautiful. I love the botanicals that get brought into the AALL Create stamp range. Look at that beautiful peony there. And I love this because you kind of got the delicacy and the beauty of the flowers with the strength of the angular elements that you've got within this stamp here. So much content within here. Absolutely love it. Of course, over here you've got that kind of compass for the Voyager. Of course, that's going to work with the one-day special. You've got those elements of the sea with the fish and the prawn and all those different elements. So if you have gone for the one-day special, I would consider adding this one in alongside. Then you've got little things like your sentiments. 50-50 chance of me getting it upside down. There you go. Do not try to fit in. You are meant to stand out. That is a brilliant phrase. I mean, that is something that I think we could all take a little bit of a kind of strength from. Loads and loads of content. What's the one over there? Oh, reach for the stars. Oh, yes. And again, of course, you've got that kind of Voyager and that kind of going off on a trip. All those different things all kind of come in with these fabulous stamps. And again, building up those designs over and over again. This one is just £12.99. I mean, how a Voyager, sorry, I was just reading and trying to talk at the same time, which is not good, not good. But I mean, how affordable is that? £12.99, and another one of Olga's artwork stamps there. So of course, working so well with other things that she's brought to us previously. Even down to little tiny elements like the corner stamp there. There is nothing that has been left out of this stamp plate. Every little piece has been covered and made into a usable stamp. 6 stamps there, £12.99. Can't believe you're paying a little over £2 per stamp there. Amazing. And of course, it's going to work with other things that you've got. Things like the washi tape. I was looking at some of the stamps earlier on that Leonie was showing us, and you'll see where the elements cross-pollinate, whether it is kind of the big X that we saw on the set with the crow it featuring in there, whether it's the circles, whether it's the script. You will see little elements, spots and splatters and all sorts that cross-pollinate between all the different stencils, the stamps and so on. Now here you can see you've got 3 different washi tapes coming together. The fragments Mother Nature and horticulture layers, different colours, different sets. There is a lot for you to look at, so do have a delve around on that website, and of course do make sure you are checking before you check out your basket. Numbers, we've seen these feature quite significantly. Again, circles, brilliant set again, and another set of 3 for £11.25. And finally, just one more thing that I need to share with you, but we pop back and see, and this time it's a set of 4. Now, this is interesting because you've got your plain in this one. And what this means, it can become whatever you want it to be, which I think is brilliant. Use any of those stamps that we've just looked at and create your own washi tape to work alongside brilliantly. And you can see there 2.5 inches, 25mm. You can see they're absolutely brilliant for you to work with. So yeah, if you're wanting to get hold of these, please do so. Not 2.5 inches. An inch wide, isn't it? 25mm. £13.98. I'm arguing with myself. 034144. Guaranteed to win that argument though, Leonie, aren't I?
No.
What are you up to?
Well, actually, you know how I decided, I'm messing with this, I've decided I might as well keep on with this.
Okay, yeah.
Because I like it. And I thought this is the kind of thing that, because it allows you so much possibilities, so I thought, yeah, let's carry on. So we've got the one-day special going on there. Let's bring in, before I sort of do anything else, one of our stencils. Now, we have got some cool stencils on the show. This one is, I love this. If you are new to AALL Create, you might not have seen this because this is a really old stencil from the collections. What I love about AALL Create is the fact that they might have brought these stencils out years ago, but they're still strong. You know, they will not go out of fashion. I mean, look at these designs.
Oh, that's a tribal one, isn't it?
On the website, so do not miss out on these. In fact, have you got them there to...
I haven't got that one. I've got
not that one yet. Oh, that one you have.
Yeah, got that one. That was the one. And I like this because it hasn't got that harsh edge.
Yeah, it's lovely, that. I love that stencil. It's great on your gel plates.
Yeah, and anything that's got that kind of sphere, that circle, that splodge that's got around nature to it.
Yeah.
Both of these for £9.99.
That's good.
No way. Oh, my goodness. Now, the mandala one, let's see, I love that. I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
that is beautiful. And there you've almost got like a sunrise or a sunset, haven't you? Again, the circles coming in there, the stars as well. Really good stencil, that one is. Lots of content in that one. And of course, the two of them coming together for less than a tenner. That is phenomenal value. 013754. So if you're wanting those ones are your Rota Vitae, is that how you say it? And Broken Circles.
Sounds good. That's right.
Why do numbers and not words?
Me too. Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because half the time it's like, yeah, I don't know what that says. No idea. So I'm going to take one of the stencils. I adore this. I've always loved this. I'm just using gesso, actually. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of gesso through here. I shouldn't be working on my black cardstock. That's silly, because I don't want to work on there. So just pop in. There you go. My gesso through. Now, the reason I'm using my gesso through this is to break up some of that background, and it's to break up some of the black. Because I want to layer on top of it, this is beautiful for just breaking up those elements. It's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously this was just random. It was just a random background that was going off-piste. But this is why I adore that. You know, that's cleaning brushes and cleaning stuff. But all of a sudden, because of the way you can layer it, it becomes an art piece. I have cut his eye out, and I've popped his eye on, put a bit of glitter there.
It almost looks like a camera lens.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And what I do with that is absolutely put my gel medium on that. So I will put gel on that.
And can I just say as well, that's a big area of black on that image there. So if anybody's ever made a mistake and there's got a strong area that you're trying to do something with, straight away that stencil's broken it down. Yeah,
it works really well, doesn't it? And I love it because all my stamps have gone into the background now because of the stencil. It's just so interesting. Obviously, you know me, when you've got a dirty stencil, you know you have to use your card to clean your stencil, because otherwise you're wasting good products. So I know I always do this, but I'm never going to stop. So just taking that, cleaning my stencil off on my cardstock. Sometimes you get a decent print, sometimes it's nothing, but sometimes you get a good print. I like that tiny little bit. I think that looks lovely, but that isn't too dirty, actually. Pop that to one side. So just bring this on again now. So what I've got is, have a little look at this. So, look at him. I love this stamp. Now, he comes obviously with the little rabbit and more. Oh, and the lovely little jars, you know, of the poison, which is fabulous. I love him though. I just think he's so different.
Did I ever tell you my sister used to have an imaginary crow as a friend when she was growing up? Yeah.
Did she?
Now I don't know whether she could actually see him or whether we thought that it was just imaginary, but yeah.
Oh, that's well called, crow.
Yeah, crows.
How
fabulous.
interesting. I like crows.
And this one's a nice one because you could interchange his hat, couldn't you? And put that hat on something else.
Yes.
I think of the alchemist hat on top of him.
Yes, he's very alchemist, very steampunk, isn't he? Absolutely superb. So I've literally just stamped him in black. I'm not going to stamp him again just because of time, really, because I know me, I won't get to finish one because I faff. So I'm going to bring him in. I've put 3D foam on this one because I want a bit of dimension. I'm going to pop another tiny bit of 3D foam in the centre there for a little bit more dimension. Just bringing him round like that. And he is going to sit about there. So again, I'm covering elements up, but I'm not bothered. You know, this is all about your layers. I will emphasise him later with a drop shadow. I'm then going to bring in the flowers. Now, this is actually from the orchid. Now, that is so beautiful. Obviously, with this, you want that to pop. You want some colour on this. If you don't have colour on it, when you put it onto that background, it's just going to get lost in the background. So let's have a little look-see. Let's bring in a little bit of paint for this one. And I will bring in, let me get a little paintbrush. There we go.
We've got cues on the phones now, folks, as well. The stamp that Leonie's working with has come from the one-day special. The details are on your screen. But can I very quickly as well mention that set with the crow in there? This has been flying out. 30% of the stock has gone. Of course, you are going to get your 5 stamp plates in here, 7 stamps in total. So you're going to get that fabulous crow that you're going to be able to use in so many different ways. Fabulous character. This is one of the ones that I think works brilliantly with the washi tape, that big X that you've got on there, the words, the symbols, all of those you will see represented many times on stamps and stencils from AALL Create. The lotions and potions. Oh, what would you put in one of those bottles? Ooh, now. And then, of course, you've got your character there. Now, it's late or I'm late? I forgot. I'm late. But you see, I like the idea of taking that hat and put it onto the crow or vice versa. Or the have those big bunny ears coming out the top of his hat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, loads of fun. And then this one, this is such a useful stamp to have. You can get some amazing results with that. And of course, there are stencils that are going to coordinate with that one as well. So you are getting all 5 of these coming to you. And I can't believe that we are able to bring this to you for £32.95. And you will still generate that £5 credit ready for you to use tomorrow as well, because of course it's all part of our fabulous event that we've got going on. 825464. And just very, very quickly, while I've got your attention, the Red Baron. This is an A4 stamp plate, incredibly busy for this one. It's an A4 stamp plate but made up of 2 very large stamps, as you can see. Absolutely love this one. I love this one. It's almost like a skyline, but when you look closer, it's made up of aeroplanes and different elements. So brilliant look. It reminds me of the Gherkin in London there, you can see that. And then you've got the postcard. I mean, this is such a useful one. Whether you are doing something that's got a vintage nature to it or you are incorporating colour and quirkiness, then you have got a lovely set there with those 2, as you can see. £18.99. Great saving of £6 on those ones. So if you've seen these before and wish that you could have got hold of them, now is the best time, because now is when you've got that saving. 506832. We are so busy, Leonie. I think people have just been waiting for these shows.
Oh, see, this is a time to sort of stock up on favourites, isn't it? And it is, I think, we AALL Create, because there's that many beautiful stamps. You know, it is, you must have so many on wish lists. So now it's like, yeah, we're having that one, having that one. So it's it is a wonderful time to stock up. Now, I'm not colouring this as detailed as I'd like, because I think it's beautiful. But I am kind of rushing with my paints because I just want to get some colour on. The paints I'm using, I've actually got a show on Monday. These are from the show on Monday. So do check that out on Monday. And really nice colours, actually. First time I've used them.
It's amazing when you look at these. I mean, these are kind of your pretty stamps, aren't they? Although they don't have to be.
Absolutely.
But all coming from the same company.
Yeah. And I'm using them with the sort of darker images.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. That everything will blend, you know, that you can use everything together and it looks good. You don't have to just think, well, I can only use the, you know, the darker sort of spooky one. Mix them up with floral. And I think I've made us a lot braver like that, you know, mixing up the images, and not just the images, but really getting our, you know, you rummage and see what buttons have you got, and bits of wire and bits of fabric, and, you know, mix all your different elements in. Now, with a little flower, what I will do is just clean the paintbrush off, and I'll bring in a little bit of the yellow. I'm rubbish because I have no idea what colour orchids are. This is my... yeah, I think they can be any colour.
Crafter's licence.
The what?
Crafter's licence. They can be whatever colour you want.
Because this is that is the one thing that annoys me about myself. You know, that I have to look at colours of stuff. Otherwise, I have no idea. I mean, that has still got green on it, so my orchid has now got really mucky and horrible. I'm actually aiming for it being really pretty, and instead, because I still had green on it, I've now got a really mucky, poor, dirty orchid. That wasn't what I was aiming for.
You and your dirty orchid.
Me and my dirty orchid. I was thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be really pretty, and then I'll have a dark crow. Actually, no, it's going to be really dirty. Talk about actually all being dark. Even when I try and make it all pretty, it's like, oh, gone dark again. There we go. So just putting yellow in the centre there, just letting that blend out, bringing a little bit of pink in with my dirty water brush, and just bringing that on the outside. And of course you can... And I like that because the yellow's dried really quick and acted as a bit of a resist. I must admit, I have no idea. I'm using my scraps of card as well because I'm being quite... Oh, I really like that.
That looks good, yeah.
That's nice, don't it? I'll do the same again there. So bring in the yellow. And because the yellow's drying that quick, when I go over with the pink, it's acting as like the yellows are resisting the pink. It looks really quite effective. It's a beautiful bright yellow as well.
I love the green as well.
Yeah, I like that green. I wanted a really strong colour because obviously I've got those dark images. So I thought something quite strong over the top would look really pretty. I've watered down the pink, so it's not as intense.
These acrylic paints?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, they are. They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, I like them.
They are. Let me give you a little flash.
Creative News.
So yeah, coming up on Monday. I know I've got that on Monday, and then I've got full stamps on Wednesday as well. So I've got loads of goodies coming up. But I'm really liking that. I think that's quite fabulous.
Very effective.
Just popping those colours. Obviously, I would mess about with this. I'd mess about with the colours, making it darker, getting, you know, faffing about, getting more intensity in those. But I will leave it a little bit, not faff quite as much. Because if I finish something, it would actually be quite nice, because I never finish a demonstration.
Well, you've probably got about 8 minutes or so to finish something, if that's any help.
Yeah. I mean, it is hilarious. All that cutting out and stuff I did for the actual thing I was going to do, and I absolutely...
You'll still have that this time tomorrow.
Yeah, I will. Now, me being me, I'm not going to waste the paint. We're working on a background that I created from, you know, cleaning up last time. So something like this, use it. So get a stencil. So for instance, off on tangents again. So for instance, take your paintbrush, scoop up some of the paint, okay? So going in with that paint. Oh, I should have done that. Doesn't matter. Nice, innit? Go over with the white that I forgot to use. Bring your stencil in. Why not put the yellow over the top? I'm not using my stencil brush because I'm just being quick. I'm just rushing because I'm only cleaning.
Is this the tribal stencil as
yes,
well?
the tribal stencil is beautiful. It's one of those that you know, the background stamps. Background stamps matches the stencil.
And again, it's got the crosses from the washi tape, and everything comes together.
Done it just. They are fabulous. The way everything works together. And I'm hoping I won't have lost too much detail. And I know I'm getting a bit of mud now, but that's fine. Lost no detail whatsoever.
I kind of like it.
That is cleaning. And this is why I love doing something like that, having your stencils next to you. Because if you've got your stencils next to you and some scrap, just have loads of scrap paper. And you've got your scrap paper, so it means you'll never waste anything. And the project, the project I'm working on is only one of these. You know, it's only me cleaning.
Nice.
Didn't know there were colour on that, so that's cool. So pop that to one side for now. Again, let's bring this one in, and I'll just give this a spritz and clean this.
Can I just very quickly show you now? We've got a couple of things now. Are we going in with the A4 to start with? Because this is brilliant. I love this one. This one, I mean, we see those light bulbs appear so often, don't we, within the range from AALL Create. I love this one. So many elements with this stamp plate that can work again with all the different elements. The crow, you've got the bird cage there. Obviously, it's one of those things that we regularly see, the bird cage. Birds should be outside their cages. But I love that. You could almost have the crow sitting on there majestically. The different phrases that you've got in here, the fabulous little cards that you've got there with the card. Then, of course, you've got things like your little light bulbs again featuring here, the circuit board, the script, all of this coming together. But again, it's a large stamp. So again, you don't have to use it in its entirety, just use certain areas if you're wanting to. Pick out little elements, but so much of this is going to work with other things that you've got within your stash. Again, a brilliant saving. Again, £24.99 was the original price. It might have been out of your kind of pocket at that time. You might not have ever seen this particular stamp, but this is what AALL Create do so well, is build up those layers for you to accent and highlight certain areas. So 943348. But then there's other areas where they bring us stamps. And this is the thing that I love, because they've got stamps that have got a practical nature. So if you're into your art journals or your planners, then they will bring you little stamps like this that you could be using within your monthly journal to kind of say set aside that particular afternoon as a craft afternoon, or using them just to illustrate different things, whichever way you want to use them. Creative writing, getting you kind of focused on a particular area. As you can see, that pen that you've got there, the amount of times I've seen nibs and pens being used as the abdomens on butterflies, they look absolutely incredible. You've got that stamp there, you've got the word creative there, little envelopes, little splodges, all sorts. Make your mark. What a fabulous phrase there. Absolutely brilliant. And again, phenomenal value for money, a better than half price deal. £11.98 for both of these. You'd usually be paying around £12 for each of them, but it's a phenomenal deal, and these are really useful stamps to have in your stash. 257394 if you fancy getting hold of those. Colour outside the lines. That's a good phrase as well, isn't it? Tracy Evans featuring with as the artist on both of those as well. Like those.
They got a fabulous selection of artists.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You know, that's, I think, what makes AALL Create another reason they're so special, because they've got so many incredible artists. Now, all I'm doing here, I'm not going to finish this, but just to show you, I've used my black ink, but I want it even more intense. Okay. So I'm literally just going over some of the lines, not all of them, just some of the lines with my black paint, and that'll really intensify that gorgeous crow image. And I just think that it suits it. You know, you want that image to stand out. You want that image to be really strong. And you can see where I've gone in with the paint, it looks much better.
He's a proper gentleman crow,
isn't he?
Isn't he?
Fabulous. Like his eyebrow, you have to emphasise his eyebrow, his lovely beady eye. Make sure you emphasise that. So I'm not going to do the full thing, but I'd absolutely do the full thing. Go through and, you know, make that into something phenomenal. And again, I'm using the black paint from my collection. So if I bring in now let me just try my finger. If I bring in now my wonderful orchid, because look, as soon as you bring in the orchid, pop. And I love this because that just makes such a difference, doesn't it? It just looks so cool, and that is just popped on. I mean, I could, and I have got, actually, look, I'm not going to put the flamingo on as well, but the flamingo would look fabulous. So, pop in the, that's the thing. Once you start layering up, seriously, you get so carried away, because everything goes. I've decided I will cut another orchid out, and I'm going to decoupage another orchid on. Definitely. I won't for now, but after I will. But as you put these together, and obviously because I've gone off piste within 3 seconds, as you put them together, you change your mind. They grow, don't they? They become their own little beast. Putting it on with 3D foam means I can move it as well, so I can change it. I adore this already. Fabulous. I adore it. And then let's just bring on one of the other elements that I've cut out. So what I've cut out some of the fantastic light bulbs. Now, I've got my light bulb in the background there, but I actually want to pop one of my light bulbs coming down here. Now, what that does straight away, it makes him pop, because when I take that out, it falls into the background. So if I were trying to put a drop shadow here, I've got loads of black there, so a drop shadow isn't going to work. But if I bring that in, that'll work.
It's a separation, isn't it?
Yes, it brings it off your background. Let's put a little bit of colour on there. So what I'll do with that, I'll give it that kind of yellow glow from, like, you know, the old light bulbs with those horrible sort of yellow glows that you used to have. Obviously, I'm watering this down as well, so I'm just going to get my little old water brush. This is hopefully a cleaner one. And I'll just water that down and pop a little bit of the yellow in there. This yellow's obviously become one of my favourites really quick. I love yellow. So there we go. Yellow's such a, it is, isn't it? It's a happy colour. But you've got that lovely yellow glow. Fabulous. From there, and then a bit stronger.
And again, this has come from that Alchemist set. You've got loads of light bulbs within that set.
It is such a good set. And the one you showed before, that background, I must admit, when I was trying to decide what to do, I dug that out because I thought, oh my word, that goes so well with Alchemist. You know, and there's so many that go together beautifully. I'm going to use now, this is a really nice blue. It's like a beautiful sort of bluey grey. So I'm going to pop that on here, because I just think that'll look really pretty with this.
Oh, so my goodness, down to the last colours. 4 minutes of the hour. How did that happen?
Do you know, done it go fast. And I think because we've got so many deals, I mean, we have not shown you half of the stamps
there's loads
that we have got. It's ridiculous, isn't it? AALL Create back catalogue, though, is amazing. They have been, you know, I can't remember. Or Abs, if you watch, how many years have you been going now?
I was just about to say that, because they've got a lot, haven't they?
Gosh, I'm sure they've just had a birthday, haven't they? Or we are rubbish, aren't we?
But of course they will have had their birthday of when the company was formed, but then of course they've probably got a Hochanda birthday as well from when they joined us.
I mean, considering I were working it, I should remember. But if it helps you, Abs, I've no idea how old I am half at time. So I mean, I'd like to say I should remember, but I know I haven't got a chance. I'm going in with the black. The black is just emphasising those shadows. And obviously I'm putting paint, I'm taking the excess paint off on my hand. That allows you to blend it. The card I've stamped on doesn't like blending, but that's fine. It's okay. Because I'm working kind of fast, so it doesn't actually matter that my card doesn't want to blend. And then I'll just pop, because I want a few shadows on this bulb. So just round the edges of your bulb, bringing in a tiny bit of black. So it's basically almost a grey, and that will just help create your shadows on it. Because even though obviously I want it to be a bulb, I want it to be nice and bright, but it can't be too clean. You know, you can't have it too sort of fresh, not on a card like this with Mr. Crow. Hello,
so
Mr.
you say Mr. Crow.
Hello, Mr. Crow. Oh, hello there. He's a tax collector, Mr. Crow.
Oh, so he is.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Crow. I see. As soon as my brain does that voice to me when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Oh dear.
Honest, I'm not even joking. The other night I was thinking horrible things. I couldn't go to sleep, and I thought I need to think of nice things. So my brain went, and I know I sound absolutely mad, but it is true. And anyway, it's kind of funny. And my brain went, OK, we'll think of nice things. And it was going, let's think of winter. We're doing it like that, in that scary voice.
Had you had, oh, no, you wouldn't have had cheese for your tea.
I hadn't had anything, nothing dodgy, you know, nothing that should have been making my brain go. It's just the way I am. And in a way, I could laugh about it, but not at the time, because I couldn't sleep. And it was like, will you shut up? I don't know what that says about me. Email in. Either email in and say, yeah, mine does that, or email in and go, it's OK, love. Just, it's OK. It's OK, love. At least you know that it's fine and we're not panicking. Now have a little look at that. See how ridiculously cool. Considering I didn't plan to do this, it's
and
a
that was
bit
a background
random.
that you just kind of picked out your stash.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Yeah, I adore it. I adore it because this is what you can do. I'm out of time, aren't I?
Yeah.
He's going to be going on black cardstock, which I've cut all stuff stuck to.
Love it.
He's going to be going on black cardstock, and
fabulous.
I love him.
That looks
Hello,
brilliant.
Mr. Crow. Hello.
Now, of course, you're looking at a fabulous set there on your screen. But, of course, we're here because it's a one-day special. That is one of the sets that we've been sharing with you. We've got 2 separate one-day specials, but to be honest, we've got so many deals that it's like you've got extras. So take advantage of these. If you want to go for them separately, the details are on your screen there. Freedom members with that bigger discount. But, of course, everybody can take advantage of that discount if you're going for the complete bundle together. We're going to be back at 8 o'clock. Hope we can count on your company.